6 videos in 1 week and 4 videos in 3 days. First shot is this power shot of Pastor Mika. It's her conference. I want to show her like in a powerful way. It makes you want to cry. Let's be real. So it goes from dry to makes you want to cry. Just the string makes the difference. This gives you the feeling that there's a drone flying. Like it hits with the hit and then you have the gimbal flying over the people right here. I feel like some people are gonna miss that, but if you get it, I appreciate you for getting it. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like God spoke to me and said, hey, I want you to do it that way. I want you to use those shots. Oh man, I don't know what to say. If you just take a music and you just throw some clips on there, that is not a highlight. So I'm trying to give the audience an experience. It's probably one of the best purchases I've made so far this year. I love these shots, man, from behind the speaker. You know when you have like child, you're not supposed to have a favorite child, but this one right here, yeah. If I had to pick a favorite, probably this one would be the one. Every shot that I use there, I'm literally speaking to the people. It's okay, it gets better. It gets better. What she's doing, she's wiping her tears off, right? I mean, I'm so glad I shot these shots exactly that way. The lighting is like an angel speaking to the people. You can watch it and say, wow, that was an experience for me watching this. I want to come next year.
Thank you. Better.
6 videos in 1 week and 4 videos in 3 days. That's how many videos I had to get done last week for the conference. It was a crazy week, but we got it done. It's my second year coming back for the women's conference, Better, and I was the one hired to make videos for the conference. So today we're going to talk about the editing of the videos. I have a couple questions. People are asking me, did I fly a drone? How did I do this? How did I do that? So I'm going to try to answer some of the questions here. So today's video is not going to be more like about the shooting, but mostly about the editing. And we're only going to talk about 4 of the 6 videos. The first one we did, and then the last video. Let's talk about what is a recap video. A recap video, let's talk about what is not a recap video. It's not like a music and you throw 6, 20 slow motion clips and call it a recap. Or highlights. That's not what a recap or highlight is. If you just take a music and you just throw some clips on there, excuse me, that is not a highlight. For me, my highlight videos are different. So I'm trying to give the audience an experience. Whether you was at the event or you was not at the event, when you're watching my videos, you're gonna feel some type of way. It makes you feel like you was there or you wanna be there. So my goal in my recap videos is really to really give you like an experience that you didn't see while you was there. Like you want to watch the video over again, or if you're home, you're watching it, you're like, dang, I missed that. Really, my recap video really gonna give you a recap of the whole event. So one of the ways I do that is using dialogue. I don't do my videos without any dialogue. I have to have a dialogue in my videos. Dialogue is the core of the video, pretty much. Before we even talk about the editing, let's talk about the gear I use. Again, it's not going to be much about shooting, but I think it's necessary to talk about the gear I use for the videos. I use 2 cameras for the videos. Let's not forget I was doing pictures and videos together, so that makes it even harder. So my main camera was the A7 IV, which I'm using right now to shoot this video, and the second camera was my A7 III. It was in a 16 to 35 lens. This was flying on my gimbal, RS4 gimbal, which I just got literally 2-3 weeks before the conference. I got this bad boy right here just for that. And this thing is probably one of the best purchases I've made so far this year. Even before we talk about the videos, let's watch it so we know what we're talking about. All right, here we go.
of us from what God wants. I don't know if it's fear of failure. I think more than that is fear of success. It's not that you think you won't do well, it's that you think you will and you don't think you can maintain it. So if fear was your challenge, I want you to repeat after me, okay? God has not given me the spirit of fear, but of power and love and a sound mind.
This is where we stand, lying in the sand. We're on the Lord's side. Kingdom stand your ground, don't back down. God will deliver us. This is where we stand, lying in the sand. We're on the Lord's side. Kingdom stand your ground, don't back down. We're on the Lord's side. This is where we stand. Yeah. We're on the Lord's side. Kingdom stand your ground, don't back down. God will deliver us.
That's it. That was crazy, yo. Now let's talk about the editing of this video. Okay, for this video, I had to break down the whole music to the way I wanted it. As soon as I heard the song, I'm like, I gotta use that song. It has all that battlefield into it. It's like it's giving you power. So it was a very powerful song. I'm like, I gotta use it. But the problem is the song was not the way I wanted it. I had to make it more cinematic in a way that I love it, you know? So this is what I did with that song. Let's start with the first thing first you hear. It's a pad. So I take that part. I told people at the end of the conference, this is the part everybody gonna remember. I feel like everybody gonna be humming. So that as soon as I heard that part of the song, I'm like, I want that to be part of the highlight. All right, so let's start off with the first shot. The first shot is this power shot of Pastor Mika. It's her conference. I want to show her like in a powerful way. That's why I use this shot. You can see her in front of the crowd and we have the lights coming up and I'm slowly pushing in, revealing her face. And then we fast cut to some stills. We got the dance. So all this beginning right here, this is all me. I didn't want to use the full song, especially during the dialogue part. As she's speaking, I didn't want the song to be too much of a distraction in the background. So that's why I had to build all this from scratch by myself. I used the original song right here. Removing the music. It's all the. We're on the Lord's side. Kingdom stand your ground. I wish this was done even better because you use AI to remove the background, so it kind of sounds like a little weird, but that's the best you're gonna get because you don't have the original files, the stems, or whatever. But if I had this, imagine if I had the stems and I could build my own stuff, it'll be even crazier. So we have the background sitting right here, and I build all that. Piano. Listen to this piano part. I love this hit right here. It's a piano sound. This is where we stand, lying in the sand. We're on the Lord's side. Kingdom stand your ground, don't back down. This transition right here is on there. The main thing, I had to find the key of the song, and then from there I could build all these sounds. There are sounds effects. I have them, and I know exactly what to use, where to use it, and I have them on all 12 keys. So, and even if I didn't have them, I could technically make my own sound. This right here is just on the sound, and it's just so beautiful. Look at this. This gives you the feeling that there's a drone flying. Like it hits with the hit, and then you have the gimbal flying over the people. Right here. Imagine if I added some wind sound. It's like it would have been even crazier. So I kind of break down the music. I don't want to use the full sound.
Some of us do what God wants. I don't know if it's
I built my
fear
own
of
sound.
failure.
I have the
I
strings
think
going
more than
on.
that is fear of success. It's not that you think you won't do well. It's that you think you will and you don't think you can maintain it.
More strings.
So if
coming
fear
up.
was your challenge, I want you to repeat after me, okay?
Listen to that. I want you guys to listen to this part right here.
To me, okay?
Listen to it.
God has not given me the spirit of fear, but of power and love.
And of course, with all this, I had like a little this thing going on in the background as well. It's like a click track to keep the beat moving.
Fear is one of the things that the enemy is using to block some of us from what God wants. I don't know if it's fear of failure. I think more than that is fear of success. More than that is fear of success. It's not that you think you won't do well. It's that you think you will and you don't think you can maintain it. So
this was just simple. I already know I wanted the dialogue to go from here. Once we hit right there,
fear
right here. So I want the dialogue to start from here and end right
and a
here.
sound mind.
So my goal is to find the right dialogue that's gonna fit in between there. Sometimes I find one that's too long. I find it too short. I have to match it. Sometimes I have to cut to leave like a little space in between for it to match exactly. Like you see how she builds it's sound, man, and it just boom, we start off the full song. So that's the part. Very important that you gotta make sure like if it ends too early, it's not gonna work because you're gonna have too much dead space. You don't want no dead space right here. So as soon as she gives you all that in sound, man, and then the song hits.
And a sound mind.
Very important right here. So that's very important. I do that a lot when I'm doing my dialogues. I want it to end exactly a specific point so I can hit with the full music, and that's when it gives you all that energy.
And a sound mind.
A lot of speed ramp. I love speed ramping. So mostly all the shots right here after the music kicks off. This is the part finally we're hearing like the full song without any of my background stuff. So right here, this is the full version of the song. Of course, I had to use like this part right here. I love this transition right here. Sounds weird, right? But when you put it together.
And a sound mind.
So yeah, this is the once the music kicks off, it's a lot of movement shots, and I have more like this part right here. I know every time the song hits, I wanted to use like a sound effect to emphasize, and I match that with some speed ramping, so to make it more movement, more exciting. Like you look at this shot, that's a drone flying. You just gotta know how to use your gimbal. But pretty much every time the song is hitting, I match it exactly with the speed ramping for it to emphasize. I love the shot at the end. Again, we started off with power. We're finishing it up exactly the same way. You see, as I'm pretty much using the gimbal here as a crane. We're going up. We start low and we go up, showing you power like it's like she's in control. You see. So and then to finish it up, I was stuck here. I'm not gonna lie. It took me a while before I wanted to finish it with a strong shot or whatever, and it took me a while before I finally found the shot. Right here, and then that was us, the production team. We had this. I forgot what it's called. Yo, my brain be freeze sometimes when I'm talking. So that's the production team right here, and I wanted to finish with this shot, just to give a shout out to the production team. And you hear this part? Do you hear it? The same piano we had from the beginning, right? And we finished it right here. So we have this piano sound again. We have a little bit of transition sound effect right here. Option S. Now let's hear everything together. And that's it. So once I have all my shots, I don't have time to go through every shot to do color grading. I just like do a adjustment layer and add a lot to it. Sometimes I'll go back if there's a shot that looks let's say underexposed or too overexposed, I may do like an adjustment to it, but mostly just one lot I throw on there and that's it. So yeah, that's the full editing. So let's watch it one more time and then maybe I will stop and talk about it. Again, we start strong. We're showing her she's in power. It's her conference. She's the one talking and all of that. We have a little bit of sun flare going on here. Light flare, should I say? I love it. This guy walking in my shot. It's crazy. When I do the portrait version, you don't see it, but on 1080p you see it. By the way, I do all this two versions. We have a 1080p version and we have a social media version. So when I'm filming this, one thing I have to keep in mind as well, I try to center everything because it's quicker for me to just cut it to make it a portrait, but sometimes that doesn't always work. So I have to adjust clips manually so I can get it into portrait mode. But pretty much these same shots right here are also available in portrait. Fast cut of stills with a bunch of sound effects in the background. So I got these pictures right here are popping up like about 2 frames per 2 frames. I think only 2 frames. Yep. Each picture show up about 2 frames, very fast.
This is where we stay, lying in the sand. We're on the Lord's side. Don't stand your ground, don't back down.
I love this shot. I'm moving from left to right with the gimbal, and you see it's like she's moving with the gimbal as well. The dancers did perfect. They did great, man.
Don't stand your ground, don't stand your ground, don't back down.
Fear is one of the things that the enemy is.
So as soon we hit right here,
Fear
we're flying.
the things that the enemy is using.
We're straight into dialogue. Dialogue is the core of the film. Just imagine if I had made this from beginning till end, just music. It wouldn't make sense to me. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. So from beginning to end, if you make no music, no dialogue, it's missing something. The dialogue is what gives you that. It's like, what can I say? With the dialogue, you can control the film if you want it to go climax. If you want to go up and down, the dialogue helps you do that a lot.
Fear is one of the things that the enemy is using to block some of us from what God wants. I don't know if it's fear of failure. I think more than that is fear of success. It's not that you think you won't do well. It's that you think you will and you don't think you can maintain it. So if fear was
You just gotta make sure you shoot a lot, so you can find specific things you can match it with whatever is going on. Like especially when you're doing a dialogue, if they talk about anything, a specific thing, or like the emotions, you gotta be able to to convey the emotions based off on the shots you have. So if you don't have the right shots, that's why sometimes when I'm editing, some shots I already know exactly, even though I don't know what's the film gonna look like. Sometimes it's just one shot that can indicate how the film's gonna be. And if I have that shot, I can just place it exactly where I know where I want it to be.
But of power and love and a sound mind.
We say, this is where we stand, lying in the sand. We're on the kingdom stand your kingdom stand your ground.
Like, think about this shot right here. You see how it matches exactly the drums. Like, these are some of the shots I put in the beginning. I knew exactly I wanted the drums there. Like this shot, I know how I move with the music. Exactly, I know exactly I wanted to use it there.
God will deliver us. So, kingdom stand your so this is what we yeah.
Beacon, let's go. So yeah, there you have it. This is the editing of the first video I made. Again, this was done in 4 hours, about 4 hours. Here's the thing about editing, man. The more you look at it, the more, like now I'm looking at it, there are some things I'll probably change. So to avoid that, a lot of times, once I'm happy with it, I just export. Because the more I keep messing with it, there's always things you can change when it comes to editing. At least for me, that's how it is. So to avoid that, I just like export it. Especially I had to be up at 8 a.m. I just, once I know I was happy with it, export, and I was done. So yeah, that's it. That's it for video 1. We had the next morning session. We had a video. We did this video right here. We're not gonna go through the editing. I'm just showing it to you guys. Right here.
I command the ground of
I love these shots, man, from behind the speaker. Like the second the speaker get on stage, I make sure I go behind them to get those shots. You got to be careful, and you just got to know when to get those shots. Like in the beginning, when the speaker first got there, there's usually, as you can see, the crowd is still on their feet, so that's the time you can get those creative shots.
I command the ground of this church to produce prophetic ministry. I command the ground of this church to produce and to cough up the evangelistic workings of this region. Manifestations of miracles. They will be in abundance in this house.
So this, as you can see, I break the song. The music will never be the way you want it to be. So you have to make your own editing. For this one right here, I had to extend some part. I had to take out some part, exactly put it the way I wanted to.
In this house.
Join.
This is the brokest I will
ever be. This is. You see how I match this exactly when the song starts? This is what I talked about earlier. You have to know when you're doing a dialogue, sometimes you have to move it forward, move it backward, match it with the music. If she said that part earlier, it would not make sense. Like, listen to the music. I was shifted from cinematic to like more like a hip hop type, and I had to make sure I start the second part of her saying, "This is with that."
This is the brokest I will ever be.
I made a mistake here. I'm not gonna tell you guys what the mistake is, but hopefully somebody can see it. Let me see. Yep, I did. If you guys know what mistake I'm talking about, please say it in the comment. So this video, the last one we just watched, morning session ended around 2 p.m. right? And the next session started at 7. That video had to be ready before 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we had 5 hours to get the video ready. Once I found the music, I plugged in all the videos the way I wanted them to, and then I finished early. I actually took a nap. So this is night 2.
Prophet Snoop Dogg said it ain't no fun if the homies can't have none.
That night was so fun, man. Like the speaker, I had so much, like there is so many parts where I could have used for the video, and I was like, you know what, let me just use this part. Just because she used Prophet Snoop Dogg, I think it's kind of funny. Maybe just because if somebody's hearing it, they're gonna be like, oh, they might find it funny. They might find it like, I don't know. It gives me the viral vibe. Maybe it will go viral just because she said that. That's why I ended up using it.
Prophet Snoop Dogg said it ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. Everybody connected to me.
I know. You see what I'm doing here?
Said it ain't no fun.
I go from her. Oh man, I don't think you guys see what's going on here. Wait, I'm not supposed to be talking about this editing. I'm supposed to just showing it to you guys. So what I did here, I transitioned from her saying that, boom, straight into those girls jumping. Guess what? They're like homies. They're like homies,
Dog
right?
said it ain't no fun if the homies can't.
That's the homies having fun. And she's talking about connected, everybody connected together. And if you're seeing here, all these shots,
Connected to me.
that's connections,
We
right?
coming up in God. Everybody connected to your last name. Coming up in God, I prophesy that this favor that
That's Daphne right here feeling it, yeah.
that this favor that God is releasing upon your
Look at
life.
that. All connections.
Legacy. You will be able to leave it to your children's children, your children's
Lots of energy going on here.
children, your great grandchildren you ain't never met. Open up your mouth and shout glory.
Ooh, I love that. Glory! And then
Open up your mouth and shout glory.
we have that shot showing the crowd. You'll think that's what they're saying, but you just gotta know how to match it. And I have this beautiful shot. Oh, I love those shots on the back of the speakers. It's just so beautiful. Some slow motion. I don't always use slow motion, but sometimes I use them. So right here, you can see where I cut the music to extend it. Either I take out some part that was too long, or I added some part that I needed. And transition straight into a raw moment, right? If you're doing like a recap or highlight, why not put some raw moments into it to give the audience exactly what it felt like in that room.
Go touch 3 people and shout, I'm back.
So right here, that dialogue part, I don't have any actual shot of it. I mean, I have it, but I didn't want to use them. That's it in the background right here. Because again, it's not the best quality. So I have to use all my B-rolls to match it exactly, almost exactly, makes you feel like that's exactly what she's saying.
Go touch 3 people and shout.
You see that? Like, you look at this. This is like her talking. That's exactly what she's saying. But really, when really that has nothing to what she's saying right there. If I mute this, hey, let's play this part. But the way I match it, you would think that little movement make you it makes you think that's what she said. Go touch 3 people. It just moved. The camera moved. Look at her face. It's actually same thing here. You're still matching. Look at this. You see that? It's like her saying it, but when really that's not what she's saying. All those people engaging, it's like they're responding to what she's saying, but really that might be like a thing that happened completely different to what she's saying. Anticipation. I love to get shot, not just people raising their hand, but actually get the action. So with this shot right here, I anticipated her to raise her hand. So I'm waiting, and then boom. There it is. I love these type of shots. Not just fighting the person with their hands already up, but filming the whole action. I love these type of shots. Like sometimes I'll pick a person and then wait for it. Either they're gonna stand up, I follow them standing up, or they're gonna put their hand up and just anticipate the moment to happen.
Go touch 3 people and shout I'm back.
And we just have a little moving shot here to finish it up. A little moving shot here to finish it up, and that's it. So yeah, this video, that was night 2. Again, got home around 11. I had to get this video done and go back next day for day 3 at 9 a.m. I had to be at the church. This is night 3. Let's give it a moment to load. This was probably the most challenging part for me during this conference because my computer is not fast enough. Yeah, that was probably the most challenging part. The fact that my computer is not fast enough. I need a new laptop. Especially the last day, I shot the rest. The first 2 days I shot in 1080p, but the last day I shot it 4K, and that's why the video was not ready the next day by the 8 o'clock service, because I had problem exporting the video. I shot this video in 4K, and it beat me up. Like, it was hard. Editing, everything took literally double the time. I started working on this video at 6 p.m. It was 4:24 a.m. I was not done. But I didn't take the whole time editing, but still, I had to drive from Orlando to my house. I think I took like a 3-hour break, 2-hour break. But that gives you like how long this video took me to work on. So yeah, let's take a look at day 3. We start off with, let's watch it first and then we'll talk about it after. We'll talk about the editing after.
That's why I said you gotta watch who you talking to in this season. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, it's time. He says, get ready for double, double, better, better, double, double, and better, better. I need somebody who believes that word. Take 30 seconds, put a shout on it. Double, double, and better, better. Double, double.
Life, it can leave you so bitter, 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 bitter. But you must believe that it gets better, better, better. Yeah. Life, it can
super excited and I have great expectation for the maintenance of the change that was experienced in the lives of the ladies at this conference. I know that they're taught the Word of God. So all of these things combined with the power that was unleashed at this conference, their lives will never be the same.
All right, let's talk about the editing. For this video, I think from the beginning, I know that song, I heard it. I was like, I gotta use it for the editing. It's either it was gonna be used for the first day or the last day. So I had that music already. Now, again, I did not want to use this whole song for the whole editing. I had to find like a music to match with it. It was hard. It was a hard decision. I was like, should I use this song? So it would have like a whole different approach. Had I used this whole song for the whole video, it would have been like a very slow, very emotional type of video. I wanted to, but the reason why I couldn't, because of her, because of Sophia, right here. It's just, she had so much energy. Her whole set was about energy, and I feel like it would have thrown off everything. So that's why I was like, okay, let me just use a song. I can still show that of her in the beginning of the video, and then transition into that very emotional to finish the video off. So this is what I did there. I found the music. First of all, we start off with my build. I have my own strength right here.
That's why I say.
Oh yeah, this part, oh my God, it took me forever just to do that part. So I had to cut that part from the song. Option S. I feel like some people are gonna miss that, but if you get it, I appreciate you for getting it, because it's one thing when you do something very creative and people actually see what you did. So if anybody caught what I did there, you are good, and thank you for catching that. Pretty much, I start the video with that sound. I have my strings building up, right? I have my string building up, and then I introduce the song.
That's why I said you gotta watch who you talking to in this season.
I could have waited for that. I could have just do the piano first, bam, 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 and then have her speak. But I didn't want the video to be too long, so I have her talk over that. But had I done that, it would have been even better. So yeah, I'm building my string. Again, we start, almost all my videos start the same way. I have this strong shot from behind, which shows character, which shows power of the speaker. So I have that shot in the background in the beginning.
That's why I said you gotta watch who you talking to in this.
So right here, I use this shot.
That's why I said
you would think that's what she's saying, but really it's not. That's why she's saying something completely different.
That's why I said you gotta watch who you.
This is the actual video of the broadcast, which is not the best quality, but I wanted to use it for that specific part.
To in this season, look at your neighbor.
Some crowd shot.
And say, neighbor, it's time.
So that was the intro. We do it pretty much. We have an intro here in 15 seconds. We introduce the main song of the video, and then we transition to Sophia.
He says, get ready.
Oh man! So we close the chapter. That's like chapter close with her. I'm sorry, I forgot her name. Chapter close, and then
He says, get ready.
hello, my name is Sophia. There she is, with all the energy. Again, imagine if I had that with the other music, it would not make sense. So I had to find the right music for her, like a warfare music.
He says, get ready for double, better, double, and better.
So last year, she was the main person that, like, her videos went viral pretty much. That's why I was kind of match that same energy from last year. I'm trying to find a dialogue which I think gonna work, which is in the same line from last year. instead of just better, 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 she's saying it's gonna be double, double, better, better.
He says, get ready for double, double, better, better, double.
So double, double, better, better. That's the line for this year.
Double, double, better, better, double, double, and better, better. I need
So right here, I'm matching whatever B-roll shots I have of her and her actually speaking that part right here. This is live. This is real. This is the real moment it happened.
better, better. I need somebody who believe that word.
We're adding B-roll.
Somebody who believe that word. Take 30 seconds, put a shout on it. Double, double.
Movement shots. Look at those lights. Those flares. It's just so beautiful. Again, these shots, they're so nice. You just gotta get them at the right time. All these shots you have to get them when the speaker first get on stage. That's when she's not speaking yet, and you can do that. So imagine in the middle of her speaking, you go behind her trying to get those shots. That's not right. So I make sure I get all these shots in the beginning, and I'm off the stage.
Better, better. Double, double.
So that is right here. If you're listening to this right here, let's see. We have the music going on and the musicians playing. Again, time is my problem here. This could have been a lot way better, but it's just I don't have time. Technically, I should have cleaned the musicians out and just used the soundtrack, because I think it's in two different keys. They're not playing on the same key, but somehow, again, sometimes even if it's not the same key, it kind of matches together. That's why I left it. But if it was really completely different keys, like I would have taken it out. So yeah, we have the musicians playing with her, and I have the soundtrack. So it's kind of hard. So this is the soundtrack playing, and this is the part.
Better. Double, double.
So yeah, I had to find what key they were playing on and then find the music. That's why I didn't have to remove the whole musicians. But yeah, so once we find that, I like this shot. Double, double, and then we're starting from low, go up. It's like a crane going up. A jib or crane, whatever you want to call it. The shot going from behind of the singers. I don't do that every time, but every once in a while I'll get those creative shots behind the singers. I try not to be like biggest distractions ever, because some guys, they'll just distract during the whole service. I try not to do that. All my shots are like, that's why I use this lens right here, the 70-200. Most of the time, I'm far away getting my shot. If I'm gonna use the gimbal, I use it in the beginning, get my shots. I already know I have it, and then I'm out. I'm out with the gimbal. I'm away but close. I'm a sniper, okay? I'm a sniper. I'm like far away. Most of my shots, I'm far away but close, thanks to the 70-200. Gimbal shots, wide, close up, the whole building. And we have here, we add a little bit of sound effect right here. Option S. We match it with a speed ramp, and then it gives you. You hear it? Did you hear it? Did you hear it? The same piano sound again, the thunder sound. It's just, I love the sound effect right here. Again, as soon as I hit it and I throw the drone shot, what gives you the impression that there's a drone flying. It's like windy. I love this sound. And then we go back from the beginning. Remember, I introduced the song in the beginning, right? So now we're gonna go back to it again. Right here, I have my sound, I have my string in the background. Without the string, it was too dry. You see how dry it sounds? Now listen to it with my string. It makes you want to cry. Let's be real. So it goes from dry to makes you want to cry. Just the string makes the difference. So yeah, this part right here, that part meant a lot to me. This is the part I'm not gonna lie. I feel like God spoke to me and said, "Hey, I want you to do it that way. I want you to use those shots." And so yeah, I made sure I pretty much like bring everything, the whole conference coming into this moment right here. The shots I use of Pastor Mika, and I'm matching with those people saying going through bitter time into better time. This is the whole conference right there. So we transitioning. We're opening with her. Very emotional shot of her crying. Not everybody likes to see themselves crying. I'm sorry if you see that, but I had to use it. Find one more shot of her, very emotional. So right now I'm finding all the emotional shots of people. It's like they're going through that bitter time.
Life, it can leave you so bitter.
Oh man. When I tell you I love this moment right here. And the song starts with her on her
Life,
knees.
it can leave you so bitter.
And did you catch
Life,
look how they dropped the rag on her.
Bitter, bitter, believe you so bitter, 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 bitter.
All these people are going through bitter times, right?
Bitter, bitter. But you must.
And then you got those two shots. We're saying you must watch what Sophia did right there.
But you must believe.
You must believe. That's what she's saying right there. You must believe. So I raised again a jib shot of I forgot her name. So this shot of her going from the ground going up, it's like we're coming from. It's like it's giving you, we're going back up, right? So I start with her.
But you must believe.
Two shots, very, 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 very important shot here. It's telling you that, okay, we're going back up.
But you must believe.
You must believe. That's what she's saying right there. With
Must believe that it gets better, better.
so I have her wiping her tears, of course, right?
That it gets better.
So it gets better. What she's doing, she's wiping her tears off, right? And then I have Pastor Rico. Oh man, I'm so glad I shot these shots exactly that way. It's like we have two beautiful light coming from behind her, and it's like she's speaking to the people. It matches so perfect. It's like she's saying it gets better. The lighting, it's like an angel speaking to the people. It's okay. It gets better. It gets better. Look at the hand movement. It matches perfect. You see how the hands went up? Better. And there's Sophia hugging people. So that's the different side of her from what we used to, right? So we have her, like, it's especially, I focus a lot this shot right here, this part right here on the youth, because she had called him out to come up front. So all these shots right here, if I had more, that would have been the plan, was to use as many shots of the young ladies, because that's what she was engaging, that part right there. She's giving her a hug.
Life it can't leave.
That's her giving Pastor Mika a hug. Again, it gets better.
It can't leave. You so bitter, bitter, bitter.
That's the same lady from the beginning. I'm speaking to her right there, right? I'm telling her that life can get bitter to you, but it gets better.
Bitter, bitter. But you.
Look at her. This girl right here. I'm speaking every shot that I use there. I'm literally speaking to the people. Either I've been watching them for the past 2 days, see what they've been doing, how they've been involving, and I'm literally using the shot to tell them it gets better.
But you must be.
Like this girl, I've seen her so many times. Like she had so many moments there, and I wanted to make sure I used that during that song.
You must be.
Sophia again is saying the same thing. You must believe.
That it gets better, better.
Pastor Mika is like, it gets better. If you're trying to match the music with her lips, it's actually saying it gets better.
Better. Oh, it gets better.
A little bit of the music, of course. I love the shot of the guitar player. See, this is the part I was telling you. I dedicate this part all to the youth. I'm trying to find young people there. I love it. I love it. And this part right here, let me see if I can see what it was like. Browser. So this whole thing, sometimes you just have the feeling. I kept shooting this whole time when this part was happening, and it came in handy perfectly. Let's see. So that was the raw moment, and you matched that with that.
If you only believe, so much better.
Think of the song that I was singing, and think of the music I'm using right now. It's a perfect match. And to end it, we have her. So we have her to pretty much. Oh man, I don't know what to say.
I am super excited.
And of course, we gotta end it with a dialogue. From the beginning, I knew we needed some dialogue to finish the conference, just like we did last year. So I recorded that. Even Pastor Mika herself, she was not feeling confident after we finished shooting. She was like, I'm not sure if you guys are gonna find anything to use, but I'm like, I already know. She spoke like for 5 minutes, but the last 30 seconds was what stayed in my mind, and I knew exactly I wanted to use that to finish the conference video. So, and I did. Let's see what she said.
I am super excited, and I have great.
So I'm finishing it up. I could have go straight to her talking, but no, I didn't. Instead, I used this shot on her. It's like almost her. She's speaking to the audience, and then we transition into the actual part of her speaking to the cameras.
I am super excited, and I have great expectation for the maintenance of the change that was experienced in the lives of the ladies at this conference. I know that they're taught the word of God. So all of these things combined with the power that was unleashed at this conference, their lives will never be the same.
And look how it ends. It ends exactly. I make sure the dialogue ends exactly with the music.
Their lives will never be the same.
their life will never be the same and just slowly fades out.
Be the same.
I had a very nice picture right here of, I'll put it on the screen so you can see what it looks like. It gets better. So it's two girls giving each other a high five saying that it gets better. Man, this video, I don't know. If anybody asked me, you know when you have like child, you're not supposed to have a favorite child. So all 4 videos, they all have a different character. They all like, I have a different approach for all of them. But this one right here, yeah. If I had to pick a favorite, probably this one would be the one. But of course, that doesn't mean the other ones is not as good. It's just like this song, man, the whole video coming from a strong, very, very warfare music, transition into this music, very emotional to end the conference, adding the dialogue at the end. It's just perfect. Now I'm already thinking like, what am I gonna, how can I top this next year, you know? Because I'm not gonna find another song titled better. I don't know what I'm gonna do next year. So yeah, there you have it. 4 videos in 3 days and 6 videos in 5-6 days. It was very challenging, but I would do it all over again if I had to, man. I enjoyed it, and it was such a blessing, man, to be able to do stuff like that. Again, like I said, my videos, they're not just video music with a bunch of clips on top of it. My videos, my highlight videos are like, I'm giving the audience, you that was not part of the conference, you can watch it and say, wow, that was an experience for me watching this. I want to come next year. And you that was at the conference, you watching this, you're like, wow, I can't believe this is how it happened. You like, you want to see it again. So this is my goal when I'm making my videos, giving the audience an experience, and I'm sure I did with all those videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the making of this video. It was not easy. It took me over 2 hours to record this video. I had to change a lot of stuff in my office here. I'm not used to making videos like this, but I had a few people asking me questions in my DM, and I said, let me make a video to answer all the questions. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thank you for watching.